talking about the us and the we. And my Corsicans say, can we her? So yeah, it's just hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Cozy Sips with Cat. I'm Cassie.
And I'm Ty. For the third time tonight, I'm Ty.
Well, at least you stay the same and nothing changes.
Yes, nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Y'all, when
Welcome.
I tell you, we have had so many technical difficulties tonight. It is ridiculous.
Yay,
Um,
Jennifer. Hello. I'm just so excited that we're reaching somebody.
so apparently, they no longer allow us to stream to Facebook Live, which is where a lot of people come from. They come through Facebook more so than YouTube. Not that we don't have people that come through YouTube, but Facebook is our primary where the largest portion of our viewer audience comes from. So I've shared the link out there, and hopefully people will see it, and you guys will hop on and join us tonight and keep it moving. And then we had another difficulty where it wasn't showcasing to our channel, but it was sharing out somewhere else in the world, but not to where we needed it to share. But we're back. And we're back, and I am sipping on a cozy sip of something fruity and strawberry and sweet. And it doesn't taste like it has alcohol in it, but because I know that it does, I'm going to be very cautious and tread slowly tonight.
Hey,
What are you
Ruby.
drinking? Tell us again for the third time.
I am drinking coconut rum with some orange juice. That's what I do. I made it simple. I ate today so I can drink. So I was like, I was determined to drink tonight. So here we go. It's my coke because I love sweet drinks. As long as you don't taste the alcohol, that is my favorite type of drink. Um, if I say a drink is good, if you're a serious drinker, you probably won't like it because you can't taste the alcohol.
But you know what? That sounds like it's giving me island vibes. And I think
It
just because
is.
you said coconut rum, it just makes me
That's
think of
yeah.
the island. So I like that. I like that a lot.
Yes. It is. It's like get the vibe going. So yes, tonight we are very blessed and grateful to have Kimberly Brown, who's been with us. We had to do a whole new show because we our technical difficulties, and she was so willing and very nice woman. Besides her talent, she has a good heart, and I appreciate her saying okay and then rolling with the punches. You know,
Yep.
because somebody else might have been like and done and all this
Yep.
other stuff. But I appreciate her patience with us, and we're gonna have a good show. We're gonna roll right in it. So, Miss Cassie, tell me what is your cozy plug?
My cozy plug. So today was the beginning of a brand new. Today was the beginning of a brand new episode on my Patreon page, and
Mhm.
it is called Reckless. And Reckless, it still follows the same group of brothers from um, Insatiable Temptations, and this story is about Bolt and Kiva. And Bolt is he is one of the owners of the Elite Solutions Group, which they have under their umbrella. The They've got a nightclub, they've got a strip club, they've got a security service, and they have an escort service. And he is the playboy of the group, and he meets a bartender at the nightclub, and he's just flirting with her, even though they have a no fraternization policy. He's flirting with her, finds her fun and funny, to engage with. But she's got a lot of baggage that she comes with, and so it's just going to be a journey of watching him overcome the challenges of his natural inclination to just be free and go with the flow, versus finding this new pull in him that makes him want to protect somebody and give up everything he's ever been in the past to be what she needs, and her learning how to trust again because she's having a very hard time with trusting because she's been in a abusive relationship. And as it opens on scene one from today, you see her literally running to save her life. So I've got that. And then tomorrow, a new episode of Rose drops. And for those of you who have been following along with the Rose saga, this month is the last month it ends. So tomorrow you will see, as you all know, Adam was murdered. And so you will see how everybody handles his death independently and as a group. And then my very last one is Flawless. And Flawless is the second book in the Carolina Heat series. And this is Danica's story. She is Onyx's sister. She is a retired supermodel and talk show host who is struggling with an addiction. And she's struggling with some secrets from her past that has kept her from being with the only man she's truly loved. And when she crashes and burns on live TV, he is there to pick up the pieces. So I want you guys to definitely check all of that out. And that is my cozy plug for the night.
Man, you be writing. When I saw it, and Jennifer said, by the way, that she loved your cover for Reckless. Yeah, when I saw you drop that, I was like, yeah, they gotta be writing. She be writing because you working on like 4 or 5 stories, drop them like it's hot. Um, yeah, I have to. I'm always gonna give you props. How fast you're able to write and how coherent and how cohesive your stories are, no matter how fast you write, no matter how I mean, you have structure, you have storyline, you have depth, and so
Thank
everybody can't
you.
do that. So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
give you much props to all that you are doing and bringing to the artistry of writing.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Although
Yes.
I will say, everybody was not in love with the first book, Heartless. And I knew it was going to step on some toes, but there again, I tend to not always write what's trending, but reality based more so. And that book was heavy. So, but thank you. So, what's your cozy plug for the night?
Well, my cozy plug tonight is just I'm very excited. 2 weeks from today, I have so excited about it. Is and I don't it drops exactly in 2 weeks. My audio book. I'm trying to pull it up. There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's riffs and refrains, and I got endorsed today by Miss no other than Miss Kennedy Ryan. She
That is
read it,
freaking amazing.
loved it, and said we could use her quote on the cover. So I'm just like, man, when my manager called me, she was like, Kennedy Ryan said, she said I got her to read. Listen, well, I think she read. Actually, think she read it because we were trying to give out our audio since it comes out in audio first, and she was like, she loves it. She wants to endorse it. So I was like, yes.
That
So
is amazing. That is
yes,
awesome.
yes. So I'm
Look
very
at
excited.
you, ma'am, y'all. Kudos to my girl. I am so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And and it is a big deal because Kennedy Ryan has been indie all this time, and I think people thought she was traditionally published. Like Real was indie book, all of that, and so she's now going into the traditional published world. So a lot of her work is she put in herself, and now she's traditional. I don't know if she considers herself a hybrid still. I'm not sure. But
Hmm.
with that said, I definitely appreciate her, reaching out, sharing. And next week I'm going. Well, not next week, but Saturday I'm going to Essence, and hopefully we'll get a chance to meet because she's going to be there for a talk on bringing books to movie.
Uh-huh.
And so, and that's another good thing I just found out. You can get the pre-order for the audiobook in the Essence bookstore, the convention center. Everybody's, it's like it's a small selection of books, and they told me my audiobook will be there. So it'll be a little card so you can pre-order at Essence Fest. And so I'm gonna stop by, take a picture of myself with whatever they have up for my audiobook. And if you happen to be in the area, if you're going to Essence, if you're going to New Orleans, I'll be there on Saturday. So it's been a lot because anyone knows me. I go to Essence every year. Like I literally in the 30 years that it's been an operation, I might have missed 3 or 4. That is how often I go to the Essence Fest. So to know that I was able to get something in the bookstore means a lot. I'm not an invited author, as AC author, Kennedy Ryan and Cheryl Lister, but my story will be at the bookstore for the world of Black women and men to see. So I am more excited. That is my shameless plug. I'm telling you now, I enjoyed this whole process, this story, and I just hope that it continues to do well and that other people really love it and rock with this story that deals with love, legacy, and music. So
All
that
right.
is my shameless plug.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Super proud of you and cannot wait until it comes out.
Yes, 2 weeks from today.
That is amazing.
And I know Jennifer, she got a chance to listen to it. So I was very, she, reached out to me and said she really enjoyed it. So I am very excited. And yeah, we'll see what happens. That's all I can say. We can, do what we can, as you know, as an author. So when you write stuff, you never know how it's going to be received. So all you can do is your best and hope that people receive it the way you want it to be received.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So without further ado, we want to bring up Miss Kimberly Brown, who again, who's been very patient with us during this whole process. We're gonna play a little music while I reintroduce. Kimberly Brown is a South Carolina born and raised author of contemporary urban romance, women's fiction, and erotica. She strives to create stories that readers can visualize in their heads as the pages turn. Writing has been a part of her journey since a young age, but really became a focal point during her high school years. With the support of her classmates, she began sharing her love of words with others. In 2019, she took her first step towards becoming a serious writer with self publishing. August of 2021, she made her Beloved Productions debut with Pretty Cage Bird and has continued to grow her catalog. With a bachelor's degree in psychology from South Carolina State University and a pending master's in mental health counseling, Kimberly loves to incorporate mental health into her writings as she feels it is not talked about or addressed enough within the African American community. So, without further ado, Miss Kimberly.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank y'all for having me
Finally.
back. Yes, finally. It was a little struggle, but we here.
Yes, yes.
We here talking about mental health right here. This whole thing was
We
definitely
needed
trying
that.
our mental health. Definitely trying our
Yes.
mental health. Yes. So welcome, welcome, welcome again. And how you feeling today? What's your cozy sip?
I had some drinks earlier, so I'm just sipping on water right now.
Yes, that's right. You did say you celebrated a friend's birthday.
Yeah.
So yes, good. So we're gonna jump right in it and start off with our category books.
All right.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it very simple. Tell me one of your favorite books that you wrote yourself as well as someone else. And it doesn't have to be necessarily romance, or whatever book that just, I don't know, had an impact on you.
Um, I'm probably gonna say currently, Rhythms Blues is probably my favorite out of my catalog. Um, it was just very fun to write. It had just about everything in it with drama, a little bit of romance, a little bit of, serious issues. So I think it covered a lot of bases. Um,
And that's your latest release, right?
one of my latest releases, yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think currently my favorite read right now, I just finished it yesterday morning, is Intrigued by Danger by India Carter. It was so good. It was so good.
What is it
Yes.
about?
It's about it's a family of brothers and sisters. It's the Dangers, and I guess you could consider it like erotica. It had very, very much erotic elements in it. So it was very nasty and very detailed, but it
We
was very
like nasty.
yes.
We like
That's
nasty.
I would recommend that to anybody. That series is just it's top tier. I love it.
Okay.
Really good.
Tell us more about rhythms blues.
So with Rhythm's Blues, we have Rhythm, who is in a relationship with a rapper. She's known him since they kind of grew up together, but they kind of developed friendship in high school, and they weren't together in high school, but she kind of met him again after he kind of blew up, and he pursued her. Um, she wasn't really she liked him, but she didn't like to be in the spotlight. And at first, he understood that, so he kind of was accommodating to her. Uh,
Hmm.
but once she moved out to California to be with him, it just kind of went from, I guess you would say, sugar to, you know,
Yes.
he was kind of feeling himself, and he just he wanted her to be somebody that she was not. Um, and then we have Channing. Channing is Rhythm's boyfriend slash ex boyfriend's producer. And he is dealing with a grandmother who has dementia, and his mom is taking care of her. He's helping take care of her. He's just, I think he's a good guy. I would say he's an all around good guy. He doesn't really hold his tongue. He's very blunt, very about his business, and I would say BDE for days.
Okay. We
But the
love
two of them
that.
kind of meet.
We love that.
They initially meet when he takes his grandmother for Rhythm is an occupational therapist, and she happens to be his grandmother's occupational therapist. And they
Mm,
initially meet when he kind of bumps into her at the place. But they meet a couple times after that, but neither one of them kind of know the degrees of separation between them until an an album release party for her
mhm.
ex boyfriend. So that's where things kind of get messy after that.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, while you're telling us about that, do you want to go ahead and hop right into Surrender? First of all, let me ask you, how long did it take you to write that book?
Ooh, I'm gonna say about a month. About a
Okay. And
month.
what was your inspiration behind it?
Mm. Actually, I think my very first self published book, I had a character named Rhythm.
Hmm.
It's not the same character, but I think the whole the play on words with the rhythms blues, like
Uh-huh.
R&B and whatnot. I think I just wanted to write something. It was my first kind of like musical book or whatnot, so I think
Hmm.
that was kind of the inspiration behind it.
I
With
like it.
her name being Rhythms Blues, and then him being in the music industry, and she's dating someone in the music industry. I think that's just the inspiration behind it, just the music altogether.
I
I
like the
hear you.
name Rhythm because I think that's extremely unique. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, you want to hop into Surrender?
Okay, surrender. Oh, there we go. Surrender is actually part of the Arrange Heart series. Aisha Bree came up with the idea for us. It's six of us. It's six books. They're all standalones. You can read them in whatever order. But she came up with the idea for us to write a story about kind of like Marriage at First Sight, where
Hmm.
you agree to go through a matchmaking service, and you don't know the person that you're marrying until you actually get to the altar. Um, that was a very fun writing process for that one. I think it took me probably about a month to write that one too.
Hmm.
Um,
Did any of you all interact with each other while you were doing the writing process?
oh, we
Like
talk
call
every
each
day.
other?
We
Okay.
talk every day. Everybody in the
Yeah,
group talk
because
every
you and
day.
my Easter are real close, right?
Yes, that's whose birthday I was celebrating.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
that's
that's
right. That is her
nice.
birthday. I wish the happy birthday. That's right. It
Yes,
is her birthday today.
but yeah,
Yes.
it was a very fun process. We got to I wouldn't say bounce ideas off each other, but we were very excited about the project. So of course we were telling each other what we were going to do or what was happening within our book. Um, I think that might have been my first arranged marriage, like this with them meeting at the altar. I've done a marriage of convenience, but I've never done a quote unquote arranged marriage.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
I remember when you guys first came. I think it was when y'all shared the covers. Um, I don't think any of the books were published yet. And Ty brought it to my attention. And she was like, they have come up with this concept about an arranged marriage. And we were just sitting here like, man, that's going to kill it. That's going
It's
to be
gonna,
so
yes. As
amazing.
soon as I saw, I
Y'all
was like, that's
have
gonna
been
kill him.
killing
That's
it.
And she made
Yeah,
all the covers. She did all the formatting.
she
yes,
did
yeah.
an
Very,
amazing job. She's
very
super
Oh,
talented.
talented.
she's very
She is
talented. No
super
ifs, ands,
talented.
and buts. She's very talented.
And kudos to her again because she also did our logo that we absolutely love, and that was a fun process sitting down with her and brainstorming and picking out the fonts, the cover, the woman, and all of that stuff. The whole design that was great. She's super talented. So love, love, love those covers, and we are going to hop right on along. Did you hear me?
Yes, but go ahead.
I was just shouting and shouting in my background. Okay, this show is gonna be so full of bloopers, but we love it anyway. We're gonna keep it moving. Kimberly, you are killing it in the charts. Like you are doing your thing, even as we were just talking about with surrender, but even outside of surrender, rhythms, blues, like
Yeah.
you're doing the thing, and your name is constantly popping up everywhere. So kudos to you for that.
Thank
Love
you.
to see one of our sisters out there doing her damn thing because you're doing the damn thing and you keep up the good work. So proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Um, and I think that you're one of those rare writers that when you say, I'm going to drop a book, it's not just your small collective circle, but everybody is like, oh my God, I got to get that book. I got to get that book. They don't have to see the book cover. They don't have to know the title. They don't even have to read the blurb. Kimberly Brown wrote it. We're going to get that book.
Yep.
So, did you see your career taking off the way that it has taken off?
I did not. Not at all. Um, I was expecting to come into this just doing what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been a life I've dreamed about being an author since I was like 12 years old.
Hmm.
So to actually see it come full circle is it's been a very emotional journey, but it's been very humbling too. So
I wonder what is that 12-year-old thing? And I say that because I hear a lot of authors say that. I know, even with myself, I started really writing stories at 12. Before then, I was just forming families and imagining them in my head, but actually putting the pen to paper. It was 12 years old. So I wonder what is that? Was it our language class that maybe
I don't
something
know.
in there struck a chord
I
or
think
what?
I think middle school kind of really challenged me with picking up writing different types of things, like with
Mm-hmm.
projects and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that might have been it.
That kicked it off for you. Yeah.
Because I started with poetry. I mean, I don't write poetry anymore, but
That's how you
Would you
start.
yeah,
would
I
you ever
transitioned from
create a
poetry
book
to
of
story.
poetry to publish?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think I transitioned from poetry to writing like short stories in like eighth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Then from ninth grade to 12th grade, it just kind of took off with writing more short stories. Like I have a suitcase full of old binders that I wrote stuff in. Eventually, I think I might go through those and decide if I'm gonna revamp them, rewrite it, and actually put it out. But we'll see.
You should.
Good.
Like
You
You
should.
I have one right here.
should.
Or even make a
Whole little
collection.
notebook. This is one of the ones I considered going back and doing something with. We'll see how that goes though.
You should. I mean,
No,
that's
it-
I just say you
even
should because
yeah.
I that's just me. Like anything that comes from the past is, and then people already love your writing. Then to know this is something you can't from the past and you putting it out there again. Yeah, that's just me. I just like it, and I'm the kind of person too. I might go into your inbox and message you and be like, "Did you, by the way, decide to do that yet?"
You will.
You should, yeah, because I have. I do. I've done that to Sherelle Green. She knows I'll keep on like, you said you was thinking about it. Did you do it yet?
I have at least 15 notebooks full of short stories.
Oh
So
my gosh. You could be like J. California Cooper, who's one of my favorite. That's all she did was write short stories. That's a whole career with short stories, a book full of different short stories. And people loved it. And they love your writing. And honestly, business wise, that's a good way to
Mhm.
put it out there. Already got some stuff, a little
right,
editing out
because
there.
they're about novella links, so it'll be
Exactly.
And you can make a collection out of them. I think that would be
Hmm.
so cool. Just make one big collection. Um, Jenny said, I call her Jenny from the block. She said, Ruby, sis, Kimberly is one that I one click all the time beside Cassie and Ty.
Thank you for
Um,
throwing our names in there. I appreciate it, Jennifer.
yeah.
I'm just like Jennifer's on my street. See, I know she's being serious.
What is next for you in terms of big life goals? Like, what's in your thought process that you really would like to try or to accomplish?
career wise, I think my next goal would be book to film. That would be my next goal. Maybe not within like the next year or so, but eventually.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can so see that for you.
If I
Absolutely.
can get just one, I'd be satisfied with that.
Have y'all checked out her background? Like earlier during our one of our intermissions from our technical difficulties, we got all caught up in her background, and she created it herself, and it is so beautiful.
Thank
Absolutely love
you.
it. And your sign it says Kimberly's Cozy Corner.
Yes, that's my logo for my Facebook group.
Yeah, and it isn't it so perfect for her to be
It
the
Yes,
is.
cozy sis
it,
It
with her
it,
is.
cozy
it has
corner.
It is. You got the Zen vibe going, so you can, write
Yeah,
your
I
masterpiece.
love
You
that.
got
I
it
love
going.
it.
You got it going.
that was one of the first things I did when I bought my house. I said I wanted to create a space where it's just a place where I can thrive with writing. So
It's nice.
this is the very first room that I got completely together when we moved in here.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to because if you took too long to bring another book out,
Yeah,
the world would be upset.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
all right. I have another very simple question.
Hmm.
Why love?
Why not love? I mean, I feel like everybody, even if they say they don't want it, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to feel love, be able to give love. It's a wonderful feeling.
It really is. It's one of those, it's a basic need. And I think people
Yes,
try not to make it a need, but it is a basic
it
need.
is.
We all have that need. When you think about serial killers and people go shooting everybody up, one of the first things they'll say about that person is they were alone or they were alone,
Mhm.
just felt all by themselves and isolated. So the sooner we accept that love is a part of our basic need, actually,
I agree.
we
And
will
even
continue.
then, with what you just said, Ty, if you stop
Mhm.
and think about if something like that happens, um, the serial killer or the school shootings or COVID, we naturally, outside of the romantic side of love, we naturally come together in love, loving on each other to heal one another. It is
And-
even among strangers, it is a natural
yes.
outcome. It is it's an intrinsic part of our soul and our makeup and who we are.
And that's what I meant when I said love. I wasn't even talking about intimate love. I was
Yeah,
just talking about the word love because I think what
yeah,
happens is, as Jennifer just made a statement, I haven't found it yet, but y'all keep my faith. I want people to know right now, you are loved. It doesn't matter if you have a significant other or intimate partner. I'm single, so I'm speaking from a single perspective. I've never been married, and I feel loved every single day. One is because I love myself, but secondly, because of the friends and family that I have around me, it
mhm,
incapacitates me with this love. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, having an intimate partner, just puts it's the cherry on top. Is how I like to call it. It just makes my day brighter, makes it more special. But it doesn't make me who I am. It doesn't define who I am. And so when we are reading and writing and loving this world of romance, I want people to feel good about themselves. I want them to feel love because
mhm.
it is a need, and we all need to feel it.
Absolutely. Okay, psychologist. I love it when you put the hat on. Like we're gonna start incorporating that into the show. But anywho, that's
I
another
just had to say that
episode.
because me and Jennifer, we're on the same page. I get
Yeah,
you. I feel you. I do.
yeah.
Move your back against the wall, girl. Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl. No, no, no. You don't have to feel no pressure. We got all the night, no stress, girl. Go ahead and get undressed, girl. We can do it all the night, and I promise you, I will make you scream my name.
Hey, all right. Kimberly,
Yes.
whips or chains? You look like you fantasizing right now. Let me just say.
Yeah, she like her eyes rolled back. Like
Thinking,
I'm really thinking. She was like, I'm really thinking
I
about this.
love that.
we can say both. We can say both.
She says both.
Okay, that's my girl. I like that. Perfect song to make love to.
Mm, let's see. What have I listened to lately? Let me go look. Um, I don't need music, but if I have music, I like something slow. So along the lines of like something like Chris Brown.
Mhm.
What was the song?
I wonder if
I
you
like Under
want.
the Influence. That's one of my favorite songs.
Which one?
Under the Influence.
Oh, that's my song.
That's what I
Oh
was just
my
about
God.
to ask her because we're
That
all
is
using
my
that on
song. Okay.
TikTok to our books.
You cannot take
I
that
love
song.
that.
That is my song. Like I play it. That's how my whole book forever begins. That's all I played as I wrote it. That has probably my favorite Chris Brown song at
That
this point.
I have to find the perfect song to write a sex scene to.
Me too.
It gets the
Me too.
juices flowing. It definitely does.
It
I
does.
think everybody was using that on TikTok for our books for the longest time. That song was so hot. So
It
hot. And I
really.
heard that before I actually heard the song. I heard it on TikTok, which made me want to go out and
You
hear
know,
that.
TikTok puts me on a whole lot of new music because
Yeah, me
it's
too.
always a viral dance or something going on with it.
Yep. Yep.
It's always something. It's always something.
Your favorite, Ty.
Probably "Burn It Slow" by Ro James.
Okay.
Ooh, I like
I don't think
Roach.
I heard
I
that
might
one.
have to look that up. You
No,
said,
you got to.
oh,
I do write to that one too. That's the
Okay.
good. I think it's "Burn It Slow." I might say it wrong, but it's "Burn It" in the title, and it's Ro James.
Hmm.
Let it burn. Wait, it's not "Let It Burn" because that's what you call them, but it's "Burn It Slow" or whatever. But I'm telling you, that's a good song.
See, now
I'm
you
gonna
got me writing that down because I gotta go and check it out later. Um,
burn
song
slow.
or
Yes, there it is.
commando.
Mm, if I'm sleeping commando, any other time, I don't really like thongs. I feel like they're very uncomfortable.
I'm
I,
with you on that. I feel like
I'm
I
a,
got to keep pulling it out.
right.
If she say you might as well just take it off and throw it away. Take it
Right.
off to the side and keep
Exactly.
it
Might as
moving.
well.
Okay. Orgy of swinging couple.
Ooh. Mm, if I had to pick a swinging couple, that would be
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, my mind went off. Sorry
I
about
can tell. Like, come back.
Let's think about that.
Come back.
It's your anniversary and your wife throws you a surprise birthday party. Everyone shows up with gifts that happen to be sex toys. What's your favorite toy that you received and why?
It would probably be a rose because it's gonna
Okay,
get the job done every single time.
there we go. Enough said. Hair pulled or choked out?
Mm.
Or maybe not choked out to the point that you're actually out, but choked.
we got what you mean when you say choke
Rephrase
out.
that.
No, we got it. We got it.
Choking,
We know
choking.
we
Don't
don't want
nobody
nobody
want to.
passed out. We
Don't
just
nobody want to pass out unless the sex was
yes.
just that good and they knocked you
Right.
out. But choked or hair pulled.
choking. I don't
Okay.
like that much tension on my hair, and I think some
Mm,
people might not know their strength, so
mm.
you might end up pulling one of my locks out.
You know what? Seriously though, I think so. That is a thing that I get on my husband about. Like, it's like, don't pull my braids, but he likes my natural hair because my natural hair is back to the motherland hair.
It
It
can
is
take.
strong.
Can take.
No, my natural hair is strong, and it can take some stuff. It can take it.
Listen, before I
Um,
locked mine, I had a big afro, so I get it.
yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm about to leave mine down for about a week because it's been a minute since I wore it out naturally. You're having FaceTime sex with your wife, and someone walks into the room behind her. You're in two separate locations, and they see you in your full glory. Is it your wife's brother or your wife's boss?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'd rather have it be the boss than the brother because that would be very awkward. Because
Yeah,
I watched the kids
I'm
go,
with you because you don't always have to see the boss, but you always got to see the brother.
yeah. 'Cause- I mean, the boss knows who I am too because she used to be my. We used to work at the same job, so that's how we met. So the boss knows me, but it would be a lot less awkward with her because I don't have to see her, but
Exactly.
I'd have to see my brother-in-laws because I watch their kids. So yeah, no, no, that'd be very awkward.
Ruby, I have a question. Ruby said I could see the nasty running through Cassie's mind. And I don't know at what point what we were talking
When
about.
we talked about the when you said
The swingers or
the
the
swingers or the
orgy.
yes, you stopped or the orgy, you
Oh,
stopped.
Yes, you was thinking really hard
You were
about
thinking,
that.
yeah,
you were thinking
yeah.
hard, a little too hard.
Well, it was probably more about a book than anything. Because so Kimberly, as my our viewers know, and Todd knows, my husband always says one penis per fantasy. So there won't be anybody sharing anything in our situation, so it'll probably be
It's just
a book.
hypothetical. It's just
Mhm.
hypothetical.
Oh
Yes,
no,
it's
no,
always hypothetical.
absolutely, absolutely. So I was thinking more or less along the lines
So
of another
I'm
book I could
asking you
read as I
this.
started.
Let's make it hypothetical. What would you choose if it was? Let's say you're not married. What would be your choice?
Who? Me?
Yours.
Um, I would go with the swinging couple. I'll go with the swinging couple more so than the orgy. And I only think that because one, I want to feel comfortable. I
Mhm.
mean, like, don't get me wrong, people might be out there swapping and going and doing all this later on, but in that moment in time, I don't want to be swapping partners and going here, there, and the other right there in front of each other like that. I want it to be a little more intimate.
Gotcha.
Now, I know I get nasty on here and I say some stuff, but I want it to be a little more intimate on the real.
I feel you.
Okay. You're blindfolded in a dark room. The music comes on and someone is dancing for you. They're touching you all over your body and you're getting turned on. When the blindfold comes off,
Yeah,
is it
this is the part right here.
is it your childhood best friend or your wife's ex?
I
Kimberly, what I
have
tell you earlier, you missed it. You missed it.
you were thinking. um,
You missed her face.
I haven't met any of her exes, so I don't know. I don't know what they look like, but my best friend is cute, so I'm going to just say best friend.
I'm sorry. I love
Mm.
it. The
Mm.
raw honesty.
I don't know what they look. I don't know what they look like. I know my best friends, so one of them. We're gonna pick one of them.
Whew, okay. You receive a surprise package via FedEx. When you open the package, what's inside? An original signed 1883 copy of the Karma Sutra, an oral stimulator and butt plug kit, a massage candle set, or a set of boudoir promise cards.
Oh, those are all cute.
Yeah,
I think I would try the candle.
okay. Ty,
I like them all. I was like, oh, I like all. I'm all like, that's so cute. It's none of that's really cute, but in my house, so cute.
It's a little romantic. A little romantic.
I like them all, honestly. The Kama Sutra. I remember seeing that book on my. Oh, okay. I remember seeing that book, and I was like, I was little. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
this is what people do.
I
Crazy.
saw it the first time when I was
My
little.
little mind perverted at 10 or 11, wherever it was when I first saw it.
Listen, when they had that, what was it, like HBO After Dark or something? They used
Oh
to,
my God. Oh,
yeah,
the real sex?
yeah, that I had no business watching that.
Exactly.
Where it came from,
No
but
idea, but I'm sitting there like this.
like, what is this? Let me hurry up and tell her before I get in trouble.
Exactly.
Now,
Click, click, click.
Kimberly, I think you're younger than Ty and I, but Ty, do you remember a time when one, TV used to go off,
Yep.
two, you didn't have sex on TV? The most you would see them do was kissing, and then the covers would come over their head, and then the little kids would have to turn their head or whatever because you didn't see any of that. You didn't
How
see
how old do y'all
no.
think I am?
Well, Kimberly, I assume
Okay, you want to have to guess your age?
I'm assuming somewhere in 30s.
I'm 34.
Okay.
Okay.
We're at big ages.
Yeah.
We're at big grown ages.
Mm,
Let me put it like this. I have a son who is 4 years younger than you. So we're at big ages.
okay.
We grown. Jennifer says she remembers it. Ty and I are hosting a readers cruise. Hmm, that sounds kind of cool, Ty. Ty and I are hosting a readers cruise. We invite you to facilitate a sexy game night. What's the game called and what does it entail?
Ooh. Hmm.
She's making you think sometime. You know what I mean? Like, really think.
Yeah. It would
Not
probably
big
be something with
right?
alcohol. It'd
Mm-hmm.
probably be something with alcohol.
But never have I ever. Truth or
Maybe
dare?
I could see that. Never have I ever, or
Hmm.
like truth or dare. Like if, well, yeah, yeah. Never have I ever.
Definitely the truth or dare. I like the truth or dare. And it all involves sex toys and sex acts. I like that.
I might have a lot of drunk people. A lot of drunk people.
Okay. You and your wife were invited to a sex club. The first two floors are specifically for patrons to dance. The third floor is for scenes to be acted out. The fourth floor is for voyeurism, but you must participate and allow others to watch you. Um, and the fifth floor is to have any fantasy you want granted. You're told that you have to participate in either the fourth or fifth floor activities. Which floor do you choose and why?
You said four was watching
Four is
people.
fourth floor is for voyeurism, right? And you would have to be watched as well. And the fifth floor is to have any fantasy granted that you want.
Yeah, I
Look
might
at
have to
that
go
one.
with five. I might have to
Look
go
at
with
that one up there. Okay, so I'm glad you selected five too, Miss Ma'am. But Kimberly, what is your fantasy and why?
five. Oh gosh. Um,
Or not necessarily why, but what fantasy? I'm not asking you that question.
listen. After reading Intrigued by Danger, I think I want to do everything that they did in that book. Um,
You're about to have everybody going out reading that book tonight. I
Yes.
promise
read
you.
Like,
it.
oh, she's like, what? Okay. No, I got who's, I know exactly what she's talking
Danger.
about.
Um, I think maybe I would want. I don't know. I think I want to go to like a exclusive resort and just do a little bit of everything in there with no consequences. No, we're not gonna talk about it afterwards. We're just gonna do whatever we want to do, and that's just gonna be it.
What happens on that island stays on that island.
Right.
Okay. Now, I gotta push it just a little bit. What what is one of those things you would want to do?
Hmm. I think I would be okay with watching my partner do something with somebody else or have her watch me do something with somebody else.
Okay. Ty, other than your male threesome. We got to get Ty that male threesome, y'all.
Uh, I've been told that men have. Well, anyway, I don't know. That has really been. Um, that's probably it for me. I don't really have. That is probably. I mean, I've been pretty free, so I would say that's probably my only one left
Oh,
that I would do. I would say. Yeah, I'm just. I know you can tell. I can't think of no more. Not me being difficult, but that's it for me. Like other than that, because I don't want to do. I don't want to. I don't like the two women thing. I told you that, so it got to be. My rule is more than more than one.
more than
How you
one
say your
big
husband rule
person.
is my fantasy. Maybe yeah, maybe it might be three. Maybe I want three men. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be three.
She want all her holes plugged, y'all. That's what she said. That's what I heard. She want every single orifice plugged at the same time.
Hmm.
Same time.
I don't want them touching each other now. I don't want them touching each other. I just want them
I
touching
mean,
me.
some part don't touch.
I mean, some will, but I want them to be on
Down there, it's
with
going
me.
to. It's found. There's no way it can't because that little the separator of that skin is so thin. They're gonna feel each other.
Then I probably say they have to wait.
Okay. Last and final question, Kimberly. A sexy night is comprised of you and your wife. Is it making love in front of the mirror or having her perform a sexy dance stripping and then her being the dominant in a BDSM scene?
Oh,
So making love in front of the mirror or her dancing, stripping, and then being a dominant in your very own BDSM scene.
I'm gonna take number two.
Okay,
Take number two.
I like that.
What's number two? Being dominant.
Her performing a sexy dance, stripping, and being the dominant in their own BDSM scene.
So that's the one you chose.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
go with
number,
that one.
okay.
I was gonna go with that one for you too. I think that's a good one for you.
What about you?
I'm too. That's why I'm like that's a good one.
Okay.
So we don't even have to do the stripping. Just go straight into
Exactly.
the
Just
dominant.
go straight. Just be in charge of me. I am good.
Be in charge of you. I like that. I like that. I might need to steal that, Ty.
Go ahead.
Be in charge of me.
Go ahead.
All right, Mel. I have enjoyed having you. And like I told you, we were gonna have this show. Y'all have no idea of all the stuff we went through. We was like, look, we having this show tonight. If it's the last thing we do, we having this show tonight.
And we got through without
Tell the
technical difficulties this time.
yes, Kimberly, tell the people what you want the people to know.
Um, I do have a book coming out on the 22nd of this month. We have not have a cover reveal just yet, but that is happening, I think, on the 8th.
Nice.
Um, Also, if you are going to be in Charlotte or Raleigh at the end of the month at either the Lights Camera Action or the Boozy Book Tour, I will be there. And last but not least, my next event after those two is my event with Aisha Bree with Southern Hearts and Signed Kisses. We are out of mixer tickets, but we do still have tickets available for the expo. So
And
you can
where
go.
is that at?
It's in Columbia, South Carolina, October 18th through the 19th.
Okay.
I will always say this. I wish I was a reader now. The way I was. I was such an avid reader, such a voracious reader. When there's so many book events and things that I would have loved to be able to just go as a reader.
Mhm.
I'm just so appreciative, and for the readers that you get the opportunity to actually read about Black romance because I didn't have that opportunity. And to know that there's so many black authors, amazing black authors. You can read black romance all day long, visit authors, do all this. I love that there's so many events and book
Like,
events that
I
you can.
didn't go to my first event until Indie Love last year was my very first event to go to as a reader. Like
And I
in my,
hate that we didn't meet when we were there because
we
she
probably
and I,
saw each other in passing.
yeah, and
And
had
then
no idea.
One Love last year was my first official um
As an
book.
author.
Yeah. I was gonna be at the expo with BLP last year, but my car got stolen while I was there, so I ended up leaving.
Oh no,
Yes.
that is
Less
horrible.
than 24 hours of being there, somebody stole my
And where
car.
were you guys at?
We were in Memphis. Stole it right out of the parking lot.
Come
All
on,
the
Memphis.
everything was in the back
My
of the car.
grandfather's from Memphis. I know it's a rough town at times, but you know, Memphis, come on, Memphis. Don't do
I
that.
don't know if Memphis is
It's
keeping
called Memphis Blues for a reason, right?
Oh my God, that is crazy.
That
Like in
is.
the
So
ghetto.
yeah, I just definitely,
Oh,
definitely kudos to you, Kimberly Brown. Wishing you much, much more success and keep doing your thing.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me back.
and you guys can find all of her books on Amazon.com. What
Yes.
is your website?
Uh authorkimberlybrown.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check her out there and definitely for be on the lookout for her cover reveal on the 8th, for her book that drops on the, did you say, was it the 22nd?
The 22nd, yes.
22nd.
And it's a collaboration with one of my other pen sisters, so I am really excited for everybody to read that. We had such a good time writing this book.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
without further ado, we will tell you all that, first of all, Ty and I will be in um, Nashville 2 weeks from today, July 16th. The One Love reunion starts on July 17th. I'll be there starting July 16th, and we'll be there through Sunday.
Cindy. Hmm.
Friday night, July 19th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will do another live show of Cozy Sips with Kat. And I know that you guys have been waiting to find out who our special guests are. Um, we have three guests coming on this time. One of them being Norian Love, who you all requested, even as you requested that we bring Kimberly Brown on tonight. Norian Love was one that you requested. The next Arthur that will be on there will be Aisha Bree. And then the final Arthur will be B Love.
Uh,
Yes, so we are super, super, super excited about that. So excited. I so wish you could be there, Kimberly. So
I'm
wish you
gonna
could
have
be
to.
there because that
Oh,
would be.
is it gonna be live? Like, is it gonna
Yeah,
be?
it's
Okay.
Yes,
gonna be live.
yeah.
It's gonna be Friday at 5 o'clock in the
Central
afternoon,
Standard Time.
Central
Yeah,
Time. So 6 on Eastern. So you can definitely chime in and watch our live show for sure.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely will.
We're super excited about that, and we'll be sharing out the graphics soon. So everybody, once we share them out, y'all feel free to share them out to your followers and everybody else and your friends. And I just think it's going to be an amazing show, especially having our live audience there. I always love when we have a live audience. It's so much fun.
Y'all have
So
to get B to giggle. She's a
Oh,
giggle box.
we gonna get it a giggle.
Giggle box.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for coming out, supporting us tonight, and being patient with all the technical difficulties and getting a late start. Kimberly, stay with us. Thanks for cozying up with us for another cozy sip of romance. Again, check out Kimberly's books on Amazon.com. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you love. Don't tell us what you didn't like because we don't want to hear that shit. Make sure you share this show out everywhere. Follow it, subscribe, and drop your comments in the section below. And we'll see you in 2 weeks in Nashville. Bye bye.
Good night.
All right.